So the political Nataka in Karnataka has entered day 4 after 2 independent MLAs pulled out of the Congress-JDS alliance. Congress will count its herd on Friday. This after 4 Congress MLAs got closeted in a Mumbai hotel and were reportedly contacted by the BJP. Congress has issued a whip for all its MPs and MLAs to be present in the meeting tomorrow or quit the party. Senior Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge will also reach Bengaluru today. Meanwhile, 104 BJP MLAs continue to be holding up in Gurgaon hotel and are expected to stay there for one more day. In fact, BJP Karnataka chief B.S. Yediyurappa along with another party leaders will today be reaching Tumkur in Karnataka to pay a visit to an ailing Lingayat seer.
Day 3 of Karnataka political blockbuster tamasha. Over 100 BJP MLAs closeted in a luxury Gurugram hotel and 4 Congress dissidents at a Mumbai 5-star hotel. Resort politics spilled onto the streets, workers protesting in both cities. Even riding horses to protest alleged horse trading.
Haryana Congress committee members have gathered over here outside ITC Grand Bharat to protest the BJP MLAs who are in fact inside a resort over here and saying that the BJP is engaging in poaching and horse trading over here, telling that the Prime Minister and the Bharatiya Janata Party should stop any sort of poaching. आप लोग जो यहाँ पर सारे आए हुए हैं किस लिए आए हुए हैं? आप लोग जो सारे यहाँ आए हुए हैं किस लिए आए हुए हैं?
ये देश की सबसे बड़ी भ्रष्टाचार सरकार है, तानाशाही है। इसका सीधा जीता हुआ सबूत ये है कि जो आलीशान 5-स्टार होटल के अंदर जनप्रतिनिधियों को कैद किया गया है और उनको तरह तरह के लालच दिए गए हैं। हम इनके चेहरे का नकाब हटाने के लिए आए हैं।
Amidst the political crisis, Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy remains confident of numbers.
My number is actually sufficient number is there with me. Everything is under control, don't worry.
A day after 2 independent MLAs pulled out of the JDS Congress alliance, 2 dissident Congress MLAs were spotted at the Mumbai's Renaissance Hotel. 2 other Congress MLAs remain incommunicado. But the Congress, which plans a head count of MLAs on Friday, put up a brave face.
At this point of time, we don't know why they went to Mumbai. If there is something to it, we will discuss within the party forum and we will resolve it. There is no issue.
The Congress party, the Janata Dal government in Karnataka is stable, will be stable.
The BJP has smelled blood, with former Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa strategizing with the BJP chief Amit Shah.
To hide their own failures and shortcomings, they've been targeting the BJP and in fact trying to lure some MLAs of the BJP by giving them certain offers. The BJP is intact and JDS coalition is on the verge of a collapse.
Now, 5-star politics rages on in Karnataka even as the state battles drought. Poaching, intrigue and also backroom deals have become the order of the day and have taken primacy over governance. So much so that the citizens in Karnataka are extremely disappointed with their elected representatives because it looks like and seems like they have all the time in the world to play games rather than actually deal with citizens' day-to-day problems. With Mayuresh in Mumbai, Paulomi Saha in Gurugram and also my colleagues Shalini and Nagarjun in Bengaluru, this is Nolan Pinto for India Today.
It is a big setback for the Congress party in yet another state as ally in the Mahagathbandhan. The TDP doesn't want to fight elections with the Congress in Andhra Pradesh. TDP sources have told India Today that there will be no seat sharing with the Congress in the Lok Sabha or Assembly polls. Sources also say that TDP plans to fight in Andhra Pradesh without Congress due to negative sentiment against the Grand Old Party in the Telugu state. The development comes days after the SP and BSP dumped the Congress in Uttar Pradesh, with allies drifting away from Congress just months ahead of the crucial 2019 general elections. Cracks in the Mahagathbandhan are becoming more and more apparent. And ahead of the 2019 polls, Telangana Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao's federal front seems to be taking shape. A 4-member TRS team led by K.T. Ramarao met YSR Congress Party Chief Jagan Mohan Reddy in Hyderabad on Wednesday. After the meeting, Jagan Mohan Reddy claimed that it was important for like-minded parties to unite ahead of the Lok Sabha polls and stated that his party was mulling to join the federal front. Jagan, however, said that the decision to join it will be taken after another round of talks. Chandrasekhar Rao's efforts come just days after AIMIM Chief Asaduddin Owaisi announced his open support to both the TRS and YSR Congress Party.
With just a few months to go for the polls of 2019, the TRS has stepped on the gas. Its aim is to form a federal front of non-BJP, non-Congress parties. On Wednesday, Telangana Chief Minister KCR's son K.T. Ramarao led a delegation to meet YSR Congress Chief Jagan Mohan Reddy. Reddy, who supported the TRS in December Assembly elections in Telangana, was non-committal, saying he was mulling the offer.
రాష్ట్రాలకు అన్యాయం చేసే దిశగా అడుగులు వేయడానికి వెనకడుగు వేసే పరిస్థితులకు వస్తాయి. ఈ దిశగా అడుగులు వేస్తూ కేసీఆర్ గారు ప్రతిపాదించిన ఒక జాతీయ ప్లాట్‌ఫామ్.
Even as the YSR Congress hailed K. Chandrasekhar Rao's efforts, the BJP dismissed the federal front move.
Our priority is our state's interest. To achieve the targets or whatever our demands are there, if somebody is going to help us by meeting together, by joining together, we welcome the what Mr. KCR is doing.
Since 8 months he has been talking about this alliance, but nothing has happened so far. Not a single party has joined this coalition. And they won't, because CM KCR doesn't have what it takes to form an alliance.
KCR has been working hard towards forming the federal front. He met DMK's M.K. Stalin as far back as April last year. And over the last 1 month has held talks with Mamata Banerjee and Naveen Patnaik.
ఒరిస్సాకు వెళ్ళి బిజు జనతాదళ అధ్యక్షులు ఒరిస్సా ముఖ్యమంత్రి పట్నాయక్ గారిని, నవీన్ పట్నాయక్ గారిని, అదే రకంగా చెన్నైకి వెళ్ళి స్టాలిన్ గారిని, అదే రకంగా బెంగళూరుకు వెళ్ళి కుమారస్వామి గారిని, అజిత్ జోగి గారిని, ఇంకా చాలా పార్టీలతో, ఆయా పార్టీల అధ్యక్షులతో వారు సంప్రదించడం జరిగింది. వారందరినీ కూడా తన ప్రయత్నానికి మద్దతు ఇవ్వాల్సిందిగా కోరడం జరిగింది.
KCR could be eyeing the kingmaker tag in 2019. If the federal front does come up and is successful, it could well become a powerful bloc. On the south side, TRS and YSR Congress may even call the shots.
Andhra Pradesh and Telangana together sends 42 MPs to Lok Sabha, and both the Telugu parties know that if they get significant number, they can not only remote control the Delhi Sarkar, but also emerge kingmaker with the help of other like-minded regional parties. And that's why YSR Congress Party Chief YS Jagan Mohan Reddy has noted positive on the offer of TRS Chief K. Chandrasekhar Rao. With camera person Damodar, Ashish in Hyderabad for India Today.
Now, Rashtriya Lok Dal Vice President Jayant Chaudhary met Samajwadi Party Chief Akhilesh Yadav over the seat-sharing deal on Wednesday. Sources have told India Today that Akhilesh Yadav has offered 3 Lok Sabha seats to the RLD, which includes 1 extra seat from Samajwadi Party's quota. Final decision to join the SP-BSP alliance has been left to RLD, which has been demanding 5 Lok Sabha seats. This after the SP-BSP reportedly finalized the seat-sharing deal and decided to contest on 38 Lok Sabha seats, each leaving 2 seats for small parties interested to join the alliance. SP-BSP also decided not to field their candidates from Amethi and Rai Bareli, which are the constituencies of the Congress President Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi.
अखिलेश जी से बहुत अच्छी बातचीत हुई और जो इससे पूर्व हमने बैठ के बातचीत करी थी, उन बातों को हमने आगे और बढ़ाया है। मुझे विश्वास है कि प्रभावी गठबंधन भारतीय जनता पार्टी के किसान विरोधी नीतियों के विरोध पूरे देश में खड़ा होगा। यूपी में हमने अच्छी शुरुआत की है।
Shifting focus now, Congress leader Kapil Sibal has demanded that the sedition law under section 124A of the Indian Penal Code be scrapped. Sibal has further called the law a colonial hangover. In a tweet, Kapil Sibal said, and I quote, "Real sedition is when those in power manipulate institutions, misuse the law, breach peace and security by inciting violence. Punish them in 2019, Sarkar Badlo, Desh Bachao." Now, Sibal on Wednesday also accused the government of misusing the law. A bitter blame game has now erupted over Sibal's demands, with the BJP claiming that the worst misuse of the law was under Indira Gandhi during emergency.
To keep our citizens in check, this law is being misused. If people speak against the government, whether it's Manipur, it's Gujarat, or it's in Delhi or anywhere else in the country, whether you do a tweet against the government or criticize the Prime Minister or go to Facebook and say something against particular leaders, you'll have sedition law imposed upon, used for the purposes of silencing you. I think that it's time for the legislature and for Parliament to relook at this and scrap it.
जो भी सोशल मीडिया पर एंटी सोशल और एंटी नेशनल एक्टिविटी के पक्षधर बन रहे हैं, उन्हें इस बात को समझना चाहिए, सरकार कोई भी हो, देश सबसे बड़ा होता है, देश की सुरक्षा सबसे बड़ी होती है, देश का सम्मान स्वाभिमान बड़ा होता है, और अपने किसी भी निजी स्वार्थ के लिए कोई भी व्यक्ति उसके साथ
Now, amid tight security, the 49-day-long Kumbh Mela is underway at the Holy Sangam in Prayagraj. On the first day of the Kumbh, an unprecedented 2.25 crore devotees took the holy dip. Kumbh Mela, the largest congregation in the world, will likely be witnessing participation of around 15 crore pilgrims between Makar Sankranti and Mahashivratri on March 4th. With the budget of 4,200 crore rupees this year, Kumbh is the costliest. Now, my colleague Pooja Shali is at the Kumbh Mela. Let's take a look at the special ground reports that she's sending from there.
Ardh Kumbh Mela is considered to be the front seat of spirituality and also of religion. Now, saints and seers believe that if you come to the pious Ganga river, and even better if you're here in Prayagraj at the Sangam, which is the confluence of the Ganga and the Yamuna and the Saraswati, then not only will be your bad deeds forgiven, you may also attain salvation. And we decided, now that I'm here, why not try and take a holy dip and at least, if not have the salvation, at least have some bad deeds forgiven and forgotten.
चामुंडा कहलाई अद्भुत रूप धरा, मैया अद्भुत रूप धरा, नग्न रूप में रहती जल हाथ कलश भरा, रोम रोम पे प्रगटो विस्फोटक शक्ति, निर्भय होकर रहती मुक्त करो हंसती, मैया जैसी तेला माता, जब तक तुम्हारा पहरा स्वच्छ रहे आन, मैया स्वच्छ रहे आन, नीम की पाती भावे, नीम की पाती भावे, झाड़ू मन भावन, जय मैया जय शीतला माता, लगाए जो ओम कभी जीवन में कष्ट न पाए, ओ मैया जय शीतला माता। भाग मनाइए ना।
So we are in the Prayagraj and we are also taking a holy dip with all these lakhs of devotees. But let's just speak to them. Why are they coming here every Kumbh? आइए हमें बताइए, ऐसा क्या जरूरी है, क्यों आप आते हैं यहाँ पे?
हम लोग असम से आए हैं, सिलचर से, और यहाँ पे गंगा यमुना और सरस्वती का मिलन है, और कलयुग में हम ये बातें हैं, नहाने से पाप मुक्त होते हैं।
अच्छा, और तो आप लोग यहाँ कब से आ रहे हैं? पहली बार आ रहे हैं?
नहीं, यही बार आ रहे हैं।
बहुत बार आए हैं? 4 बार? 4 times you've come? अच्छा।
और नेक्स्ट 2025 में आएगा तो भी पूर्ण।
ऐसा क्या है यहाँ पे, क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट?
ये आनंद
ये बहुत अच्छा लगता है, मन को शांति मिलती है यहाँ पे आने के। हाँ, तीनों नदियों का संगम हो रहा है। सारे देवता यहाँ विराज करते हैं। मैया का मिलन है। ये मिलन क्षेत्र में नहाने से मन का बहुत पूर्ण शांति मिलता है।
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.